All right. Hey, guys. We are live on the Phoenix RIA, also on the Viking Boys YouTube channel, the Just for Flips YouTube channel. Like usual, we are here every Tuesday. We missed a couple recently. Sorry about that. I was traveling. And then last week, I lost my VA, so I had to find somebody else to make the cool little flyer, and we didn't have a way to publish it. So we're back today. Episode 65, by the way, just keep clipping along. We'll have to have a big meetup for when it's episode 100.
Definitely.
But yeah, we were just talking about it. Every influencer out there is talking about the article that says there are 6 rate drops. If you're not paying attention to the market is starting to get a little activity. It's not 2021, but at least I got an offer on a listing in Buckeye today. So you can't. It's Buckeye. It's December, and you can't complain about that, right?
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. How long were you on the market for?
I don't know, probably 45 days. So, but you just wouldn't expect an offer on December 5th, in the middle of the holidays.
Yeah, true.
Pretty much, it was like $10,000 on a price, conventional. So not bad. I'm not. We're gonna counter at full price because I think I think we deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. You definitely deserve it.
Anyway, so if you missed our Christmas party this last couple days, you probably missed. If you're not, hopefully you saw all of Luke's shenanigans on his social media. We had a fundraising Christmas party, and Luke's team brought home the gold, and they won. They took a couple $1,000s worth of chips to $66,000 worth of chips, which he just wishes he was actually in Vegas.
I did. I said that was the best I've ever done gambling, and I'm happy that it wasn't for me. It was for charity.
What was the main game? What was the main winner? Blackjack?
Oh, it was roulette. It was roulette at the end. Yeah. So we were down in chips. We weren't doing great. Like some of my team members had done all right. They'd been making a little bit throughout the whole night. But towards the end, it was when Dina was like, all right, 20 minutes left, 20 minutes. So everyone start upping your bets. So that was when I was like, all right, I got nothing to lose. Let's go for it. So I've been playing roulette for probably an hour and a half, and no, probably an hour total. And then I had this last 20 minutes. I hadn't hit a single number the previous hour.
I was going to say, you playing numbers or colors?
I was playing numbers. That's how you have to do it if you're going to hit big, right?
Yeah.
And so then literally the last 20 minutes, I played probably 7 hands, and I was betting big. I was putting a couple $100 on numbers, and I hit 7 numbers in a row at the end.
Oh man.
So it was like $3,000, $5,000, $3,000, $2,000, $4,000. I was like, this is pretty great.
Oh, you deserve the win.
So very easily could have lost that in 7 hands and would have been
all right. So just a little bit on the real estate market. I like to give the actives. We jumped up to slightly above 16,000. We're sitting at about 15,600. Last January, we entered the market, the January market, at like 19,000. So we're going to be off. We're going to be 20% less of last year's spring as far as inventory going into what I think is going to be a regular January. As you know, you've heard of the 10-year bond has been ticking down. If you watch my social media, I talk about it all the time. It hit 5, which took the rates up to 8. It is now back down at like 4.25. Rates are probably, depending on who you're talking to, in the low 6s. I've even heard some people talking about 5s. So that's obviously, I'm sorry, the 10-year took a big dump today. It is at 4.1. So you are definitely going to hear some low 6 numbers or maybe even some high 5 numbers for real estate. You know what that's also going to do? It is going to take everybody that's been sitting on the sidelines for the last 90 days because rates were expensive, and it's going to kind of bring everybody into this January. And, you know, we've had no buying for 90 days, and now we're going to have some buying, and that's just going to happen. And you buyers that don't get in the game quickly are going to be sitting in February and March doing the multiple offer thing. And sorry about that. That's just probably going to happen. So that's all my updates for the real estate. So if you are a buyer, think about grabbing something in the next month, because come January 15th, everybody's going to be looking.
Bloodbath.
So, but to Layne is actually his partner's been on this show before talking about the MLS offer. Layne is more the sales guy and the implementer. He is the one that actually takes the software and puts it to work. And he's a friend of mine. He did the foreclosures for years, just like I was a foreclosure guy. He had to pivot when foreclosures went away, basically, and he's done some direct-to-seller marketing. He's done some texting, which, you know, once again, the texting rules are changing, so he's probably pivoting again. He's doing some MLS offers. He's doing some cold calling, but I'll let him talk about all that. So,
love it,
Layne. Why don't you give us your history, and then we'll jump into the MLS offers after that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I think you and I met back in 2009, Chris, when foreclosures were just going crazy. We were bidding each other up down at sales every single day.
Yeah.
I was like the wild, wild west. But yeah, that's kind of where I cut my teeth. Before that, I was building houses. I'm born and raised here in Arizona, graduated ASU, never even left. I was working construction, started my own home building company right after I graduated, because I was like, 05, 06, and it was just booming.
Mm-hmm.
So ran a home building company for years until it all came crashing down. Had to pivot real quick, and that's when I met you, Chris, down at the courthouse. Started buying a bunch of trustee sales, and and then those all dried up when the hedge funds came in. Didn't dry up, but it really took away a lot of our inventory that we were buying down there, and started doing direct to seller, and have been doing that ever since. But one thing that I've always had in my business as kind of a lead generation is buying on the MLS. You can find deals on the MLS. A lot of people, they don't work the MLS, or they don't work it right. A huge thing right now is agent outreach, right? It seems like everybody's talking about agent outreach. And it works. I mean, if agents and wholesalers could just get along all the time, the real estate world would be a happier place. The ones that get it, the real estate agents that get it, and the wholesalers that get it, that when they work together, I mean, that's a powerhouse partnership. A realtor can have a wholesaler in their tool belt, and so they ever run into a situation where they need that tool, whether it's a financial situation, or the home is just too ugly, or there's a family situation. Well, hey, if you have a couple good wholesalers in your tool belt, it makes you a much more powerful realtor.
Layne, that's why I married a realtor.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. My light just went out. And I'm a firm believer it'll increase a realtor's bottom line every single year. If you got a couple good wholesalers that know the game, that know what they're doing. But yeah, we have a phenomenal piece of software. It's AI driven, that basically, and it's not just in my home market, but it's across a bunch of markets across the United States. And this thing basically tells you what houses are going to sell to an investor.
That's super cool.
Like what houses are most likely going to sell to an investor. And so it shows you, it's got a scoring system, right? The higher the score, the more likely the house is going to sell to an investor. And so all you got to do is start targeting those, start calling those agents, and start trying to get those deals. But what's great about it is agent outreach is such a hot topic. So you're killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
You're not only chasing a deal that is going to sell. It is a deal. It's whether or not you get it or not, right? But then you're also establishing a relationship with an agent that deals with investment properties, that deals with investors. Because you're calling the ugliest houses, the REOs or the foreclosures or the probate, sales. So it's a very powerful tool, and we use it every day. And it is something that that I just love. I mean, if you're not working the MLS, you're missing out on deals because they're selling every single day, and there's a lot of room in them still. And as long as you know how to talk and deal with agents, and you find deals.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, Layne, we bought one on the MLS literally 2 days ago.
Oh, nice. What market?
Yeah.
Here
It's
in Phoenix?
It's in Apache Junction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And creative is such a big topic right now, buying subject to, and you find great deals on the MLS for creative financing as well. I mean, it should be part of your lead generation if you're running any type of business that you're trying to scale.
Chris knows that. He's been picking them up left and right.
What's better than what's better motivation than the person that has the house for sale? Like, he's got it for sale.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And my software makes it super easy for my guys to make multiple offers every single day.
Yeah.
So it's all a numbers game at that point. You're calling and establishing great relationships with real estate agents who are motivated to sell the home.
Yeah.
And so I always make it a goal. If you're making 5 offers a day, that's 25 offers a week, turns into 100 offers a month. You're going to get a deal.
Right. Now, Layne, what do you do? And again, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, if these are your secrets. If these are your secrets, you keep them with yourself. But what do you guys do to make your guys' offers stand out versus some of the other ones that are out there?
We call them as an unlicensed investor. So first, right off the bat, we let them double dip and take both sides of the commission.
Yep.
I've been wholesaling for, since 2009. So I know how to talk. I know I've got my legit proof of funds.
Yeah.
And we know the game, we know how to talk. And really it's building that relationship with that agent.
Right.
And having the conversation. And one thing I heard from, I can't remember who it was, just shower them with gratitude. Like, I think Jamil says this all the time. When you're calling about that listing, compliment them on their listing, however it is, with photos that they took, with the description that they gave, and just shower them with gratitude.
Right.
And hopefully you stand out.
Heck yeah. I get my proof of funds from Chris.
And that's great. It's fine. It is the proof of funds. Yeah. But
that's awesome.
There's certain deals that it's just not going to matter because it's an REO deal, and you have to
go
through the auction process.
So since
go ahead, Chris.
You guys, am I running slow on this thing, or is it just me?
Yeah, you are.
I think so, a little bit.
I said, am I running slow on this thing, or is it just me?
Yeah, you're running slow.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. Not terrible, but you're probably a couple,
like a second or two delayed. I don't know.
Layne, you're not delayed for me at all.
No, you're spot on for me too.
I think you're just for us. I think you're just like a couple seconds behind Griff.
It's just me. I'm just the slow one here.
That's all right. We still.
What did you ask, Chris?
No, I was just going to say, why don't you give us, so we know about the software, and that's cool. Let's hear about the rest of your business. What other marketing channels are you out there doing that you love? You and I have gotten on the phone multiple times. Did you shut out texting completely? It's shut down. It's done. It's out.
So yeah, we did. We shut it down completely. It just kind of turned into a goat rodeo. with all the different things that you had to do, the hoops you had to jump through. I mean, we were having like 95% of opting out. You know, it's and then you're having to say things that I don't even feel good about. I don't even feel good about the templates and these text messages that you're supposed to send, because it's almost like you're playing a game. You know,
they're like, what are you getting at? I'm confused by what you're even trying to ask. Because yeah, exactly. So for those of you that don't know what Layne's talking about, you can't use certain words or phrases in your text messages. So you're having to, like you said, you're playing a game, but you're dancing around with people and they don't even understand what you're trying to get to.
Yeah. And then by the time you can finally ask them when they opt in, by the time you can finally ask them if they have a house they want to sell, now they're just mad. They're like, you just totally played a game with me. And, you know, now, so yeah, we have completely shut it down. Still doing cold calling. We do PPC. I started buying paid PPL, just paid per lead, you know, because you have your PPC which is your own campaign, your own advertising out there doing SEO. But they got some pretty good companies out there that are selling you. They're out there doing all the marketing, doing all the landing pages, getting motivated sellers, and then you buy the lead from them. We started doing that a couple months ago. Lead Zolo, iSpeed for Lead, implemented both of them. They've been pretty good.
Heck yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're in the same boat. We
so you have.
Oh yeah, no.
I think Chris, if you start talking, you need to just keep going.
But no, I was just saying we're in the same boat right now of kind of like, you know, the changes that we're making as well. We were very heavy on texting as well, and we are not texting at all anymore because it's just exactly like you said, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And we're getting back to doing a lot of cold calling again. You know, it worked for us for years. That's what we made all of our money on, in all honesty, over the previous, you know, probably not previous, but the first 6 years that we were in business. And we're getting back to it again, and we're having good luck with it, because I personally believe that you had so many people get out of the industry in 2022 because, you know, it was just a really tough year. And then 2023, I think it kind of followed because same thing, just was a tough year. So I believe there's a lot less competition cold calling again right now. So we're not texting more. We're just doing cold calling, and we're going heavy on PPC.
Yeah, same here. And you know what? Maybe those that do stick out to texting, maybe it'll get better for them. But I don't want to wait that out.
Yeah. You don't want to have to send those texts that say, "Hello, I was wondering if you would consider a life change in your future, maybe regarding dirt or a place where you reside."
Oh man, they're painful.
That's literally what it's getting to that point, though.
They're painful.
Yeah,
but I am working on being able to roll out this platform, this AI driven platform that pretty much tells you which deals are most likely to sell that are all on market. And we are working on a plan to roll that out and let other people use it and use it as a big part of your business. I mean, there's plenty of houses to go around, and the MLS has a lot of them.
15,000, right, Chris?
Yeah, that's just Phoenix, but he's talking about going nationally. What markets are you going to jump into first besides Phoenix? I know you're in Phoenix. I know you're in Florida.
Well, our platform, I have different users in there that are kind of market professionals or in their areas, and we're currently using it in Atlanta, Florida, which is Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando, North South Carolina, Texas, Kansas City, Phoenix, obviously.
Vegas.
We have Vegas. Yeah. You know, getting MLS data is not an easy task. You know, getting MLS data nationwide is very expensive, and bringing it into your own user interface. I know there's a couple big companies out there that do it, but it's a very expensive ticket item. So, right now we are working the markets that we're good at, and hopefully be able to roll it out pretty soon on a nationwide level. But in the meantime, we're working on something to be able to let other users use it in the markets that we do have.
Heck yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Do you have a name for it?
Blue Squid.
Oh, okay. Heck yeah.
But it is it's a white label piece of software that you are able to white label.
I think we might already be using you.
You might be.
I think we are. Heck yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, the key to everything is kind of speed, right? Speed to the lead.
Yeah.
Whoever gets there first, whoever gets there efficiently, and there's a lot of things that this piece of software has. But the biggest thing for me is that it's telling you the deals to go after. You're not wasting your time on ones that are never going to sell to an investor. They're never going to.
Yeah, and so there's plenty of those people, Yeah. So absolutely.
Yeah. So this one just helps you, be more efficient. Target the ones that are gonna sell to an investor. Now you just got to go, get the deal.
Yeah, exactly. Got to have the sales guys to be able to go close it.
Yeah. Yeah. How long have you guys been using it in your office? Do you know?
I think this entire year. I think 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know we'll have to talk after the call or so, because obviously I'm sure we have some people in common that referred us to you. So yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Love it.
Well, Chris, how many properties I didn't hear you say are actually pending?
What else you got? What you got for us?
I wanted to ask you, how many properties are pending in Phoenix?
In MLS
right now?
pending? Well, let's go find out.
Yeah, you say.
Let's dive in.
You say currently we have 15,000 approximately, right?
Yeah, I got a slow internet connection.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, 15,600 active.
And pending is what?
Yeah, my laptop's useless. Wait, it's just everything's spinning. I'm just spinning.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Chris. You asked me earlier what I have been most excited about on our lead gen, and it has been on market properties. We've always kind of had an agent outreach. Obviously, I cut my teeth here in Phoenix, born and raised, have a pretty decent sized network of people that have always brought me deals in the past. But this space has grown so much in the last 10 years. There's so many legit big players in this game. And so, the network, it's kind of hard for just your network of friends to keep bringing you deals. And that's not a business. You can't build a business out of that. Right. I mean, you get a deal here and there from a buddy or from a family friend or whatever, but you can't build a business out of that. You really, I mean, your
it's not
business
consistent enough.
Yeah. Your business is built on leads. Right. And some of our cheapest leads is on market MLS. And then you establish that relationship with those agents and you just be top of mind, right? It's not always who the agent has the relationship, right? It's who's on their mind. So if you stay top of mind, a deal comes up, you're going to get the call.
It's true. It's very true. I mean, it's exactly what you're saying. I mean, it's even the same thing that we do when it comes to Dispo. I mean, we get a deal, we send it to Chris. Like it's this, exactly like you said. We've got when we talk to people, it's kind of, in a way, I'd say the best way to put it is, being the best at your craft and kind of getting to a point where you are the person that people think about for that specific thing. So I mean, if you're the person that people think about when they have an off market deal, great. If you're the person like Chris, where you have an off market deal and you need it to be sold, great. And you want to maximize it. So I mean, that's what we've done is we've tried to become known as the people to buy stuff up north. Anything that you get up north, send it to us because we'll take it down.
Hey, I've always sent you stuff that I have, even if it's just a lead.
Yeah, no, exactly. So
like, hey, help me buy this deal at least. Tell me what you would pay.
Right. No, for sure. So yeah, I think that's extremely important. I love that.
Yeah, I agree with you. But that's what I love the most. And I think 2024 is going to be a completely different year. Obviously, I mean, people have come in the game and got out of the game because texting was so easy. It was cheap. And now if you're in a very competitive market like Phoenix, everybody and anybody hates text messaging. You talk to somebody that has equity in their home, they're getting blown up 3 times a week.
Yep.
And they get so annoyed with it. And so now it's come to the point where all of your leads are like hate calls because they hate you. It's been happening for too long. And it's just, so now you got to adapt, right? You got to adapt. And I'm excited that I think on market and realtor relationships is going to be huge in 2024.
No doubt about it. I love it.
But we still keep.
Well, you got to keep networking.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we still keep putting money in our other ones of PPC and PPL. Cold calling, it's kind of the same for me as it was with text messaging. We're kind of backing off a little bit, but we still are doing some of it, just not nearly as much.
For sure. Did you ever do direct mail?
I did direct mail when I was with Homevestors. So I owned the Homevestors franchise from 2012 to 2017.
Right.
And that's kind of their bread and butter. We did it for a long time. I never did it when I left. I left in 2018. But I actually had a Zoom call today with Investor Fuel and Jason Lewis, and I'm very, very interested in it. I won't do it in Phoenix, but I'll do it in another market.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe up north. Maybe I'll compete with you.
Hey, watch it. All right.
What about you? Have you done direct mail?
We did direct mail for a couple of years. We had some good results, and then like everything, it slowed down quite a bit. And when it slowed down quite a bit, obviously we stepped off. And I know it's, I've heard some people say some good things again though, because we haven't done direct mail for 3 years probably. And I actually have some buddies that had some really good luck with direct mail this past year.
Yeah, Jason with Investor Fuel, that's like they're one of their main things, right? They do the mailers for you. They have a secret sauce of getting some really, really good lists. And he told me, I mean, he'd mentioned a handful of names that quit direct mail in 2023 just because it just wasn't working.
Yeah. No, for sure. They do some like creative mail pieces and stuff as well.
Yeah, they actually have. I mean, it's not even secret. He tells everybody they have probably 60 to 80 VAs calling the counties in all the different markets and getting water shut off, code compliance issues, and that's the list that they're building. And they think
awesome.
they think their list is 10 times better than everybody else's.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah.
I mean, they offer a good service because I think I called Glendale one time and I called Gilbert one time trying to get a water shutoff list.
Yeah.
Dude, what a pain. I never made the phone call again. I'm like, this is going to take forever. They figured out how to do it. They figured out how to do it on a pretty mass scale.
Yeah. Heck yeah. That's awesome. I love it. Well, cool, Chris.
Thanks for jumping on. I can't really do much except listen because if I start talking, you guys can't hear me. I'm 2 seconds delayed, and so.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me.
But it's nice you guys had a good conversation.
We did. We had a nice conversation, and we got to watch you. We got to look at your pretty face. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Layne.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thanks for jumping on, Layne. Where can people? Are you on Instagram? You want to put on your Instagram here?
Yeah. How do I do that? I got the coolest Instagram name ever.
Just put it in the chat.
Just give it to me. I'll type it out.
Huh?
Yeah. just do a chat to everybody.
Gotcha. Well, it's not letting me join. Here, I'll put it. Let me see here.
Here, say it out loud and I can put it in too.
It's at HOV Layne. My name's Layne.
Oh, I like that.
H.O.V. Layne.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet. Look at that. There we go. Okay, perfect with the dots.
Yeah, I like to share. You know, we're all in this. We're in this business together. So let's carpool.
Oh, there we go. I like that. That's great. That's great.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, we appreciate you.
I'll keep you
Cool.
updated.
Thanks for coming on.
Do you know what's
Keep you updated on the software? We'll roll it out and make it give everybody this tool and be able to go kill it.
You know what's kind of cool, Layne, is our coaching platform that we have is called House of Vikings. We call it HOV.
Dang it. Well, we got to figure this out.
Well, I know, right? There's some intertwining here, right?
Yeah. Or it was meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Hey, appreciate it, guys.
See ya.